You tuning in live today. You know the motherfucking vibes. This is the T Ohio Media Tour. This your host, Nitty, the founder of the Bus Promotions. I'm doubling back on the block. I'm in Cincinnati, the Nasty Natty with my main man, Midwest Millie. Talk to me. Shout out to Tone
Yo,
Studio.
what's
Y'all
going
drop the
on, man?
location. We
For sure, y'all
pulled
pull
up.
tight, man.
Yeah, you know
ASAP,
the
man.
vibes. You know the vibes. It's
Yes,
all
sir.
love.
Yes, sir. You know it.
Hey, right when we walked in, you played about 6 tracks off fire.
All off residue.
All fire.
That's all that residue, man. It's on the way, man. Residue coming, goddamn it. May springtime, man.
What's that, tape? What
Yeah,
you got?
tape. I got a whole tape. It's 14 songs on there right now. If I don't take nothing off,
Okay.
all produced by one producer. So
So talk to me about that, like the beats and how you went about, selecting everything from the beats to the engineering.
honestly, I stumbled. Look, I stumbled upon a producer from London. She like a
London?
No bullshit. She like a 21-year-old.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
for
London.
sure. Female. It's a female from London. Lollipop. You know.
Shout out to
I
Lollipop.
stumbled upon her shit, and ever since then I just been locked in. Like it was like I found. It was like she was making my sound and ain't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause your sound don't sound like. How would you describe your sound? Cause I mean, we in the Midwest, we in Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? We in Ohio, but ain't nobody coming how you coming with it, bruh.
It's unorthodox. It's what a nigga want to hear, but it ain't the way he used to hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's packaged differently. You know what I'm saying? But it's all the right contents.
So shout out to my nigga Vano in the city. You know
Yeah,
what
for
I'm saying?
sure. That's game.
Yeah, that's love right there. So talk to me about that connection, because you with Vezo, but you not sounding like no Detroit nigga. You saying true to yourself. So describe that situation. Are you not signed to Ice Up? Are you?
No.
Okay, so that's just a relationship right there. Describe that. Talk to me, cause
It's no paperwork, nothing involved. It's just
real niggas linking up.
Yeah, for sure. That's game.
Okay.
You know, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So what you taking away from that experience? Cause just by you being in the room with certain niggas, just by you being taken on play, what
so
you taking away from that?
2 months. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you can't put a price on some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of the rooms that I done been in and some of the opportunities that's been presented to me and put in front of me, that shit be priceless, man. You only get there by working. You know what I'm saying? The work get you there. You don't get there by it's no other way you get there. You know what I'm saying? So
talk to me about, cause you didn't drop some shit from the same you dropping some singles out here. You know what I'm saying? Tapes and all that. So what you think is your biggest obstacle? Like have you been presented an opportunity to sign with somebody or some shit like that?
I mean, we not in no music market. At the end of the day, that's the biggest
What you mean
roadblock.
by that though? Because the Midwest, Ohio is the #1 consumers. So I don't want to say that. What you
we
think
don't
we
got
lacking?
no industry. We don't have none of that. It's none of that. I can't go downtown and go in no record label.
Okay.
It ain't no, like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
no city I could just pull to in Ohio and be like, man, I'm about to storm this bitch, like, and they gonna hear me.
Let
We
me
can't
in.
do that. Like, my cousin, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know nobody that's record execs and shit that's working, moonlighting and no label that could maybe play. We don't have none of that. Like, it's none of that going on. Like, nobody that I know knows anybody in the music industry.
So what you think we need though? Okay, we don't got that in place in Ohio and the Midwest, but what you think we need to elevate the culture here? You know what
It's
I'm saying?
elevating. It's getting there because we bullying our way in for real. You know what I'm saying? Like we going to all these other cities and states and these places where it is there, and we let them know where we from.
What you seeing when you out on that road though? Is they fucking with the Midwest sound? Is they
For
fucking?
sure,
For sure.
for sure. But it's like right now Detroit got the forefront for the Midwest. Like between I say between Detroit and Chicago. Chicago to me had it more a little while back, you know what I'm saying? But it's still guys from out there putting on. But for right now, Detroit, like they probably got like the most emulated sound, period. You know what I'm saying? And they 4 hours away from here. You know what I'm saying? 2 from Columbus.
Yeah,
like so that's our back. You know this shit all our back. Anything within 6 hours, that shit is. You know what I'm saying? We connected.
So what you want to see? How we connected like this and all this? What do you want to see for the culture of the Midwest? What is the difference you want to make as an artist for the Midwest?
We gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? Like here in my city, the any of the young guys that's putting in the work, like that ain't got no dirt on them or no shit like that, ain't got no smut on them, they face card good. When they reaching out to me, I'm doing shit for them.
Okay.
Like, flat out ain't nothing to talk about. Set up the session, I'm going to pull up on you. I'm bombing on you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, shit, I'm only as good as they is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't do it all for my shit. Like, one person can't do it, man. We
real
all
shit,
got to
though.
be turned up. We all got to be running. Like, all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and any of the younger guys will tell you, that's all I tell them is like, bro, come on. Like, y'all see what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Like, I'm telling you, this how we make the noise. Like, if we all doing this, it's no way they can deny us.
Facts.
It ain't no way.
So
You
it's
know what I'm saying?
business though. At the end of the day,
For
so,
sure.
So what's the ticket if you don't mind me asking? You know what I'm saying? How do they get a hold of you? You know, if they want the feature, if they want the
I
video,
need a
shoot
couple
your prices
thousand. I
out
need a
there.
couple thousand. You know, we'll figure it out though. But it's like at the end of the day, you got to think about it, bro. Like, I got a lot of money invested into Midwest Millie. A lot of money. So like, I can't give you no verse and pull up to your video shoot in $100,000 truck with a couple $100,000 worth of jewelry. Like, I can't do all that shit. You done gave me a $500. Like, that don't even make sense. That's me risking
everything.
so much shit to pull up on you for $500. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta make it make sense. And it's like, people gonna see that shit. Like, regardless, like, I might not be on no major artist, like on no big label or nothing, but it's people watching me. Like, it's people from all over the United States, overseas, all that shit that be on my shit. So I do some shit with
So
you.
you
There's
got
telling.
fans overseas.
For
tapped
sure,
in?
for sure. I be talk to guys from London and all that shit. For
Crazy.
sure. They reach out. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, even just drinking that syrup and shit, that shit is like a community.
Talk about that though, the
Like,
lean though. Do you
I-
feel like
listen.
it's getting a hold of you though? Like,
No, I ain't gonna lie. I've been
drink?
chilling lately. I've
You
been
been
chilling a
chilling?
little bit. You know what I'm saying? I still dip and dab though. Like,
But you sound like you sounding like you. It's a cloud above it though. You like I
mean,
what's
yeah, cause
up?
I ain't
Is
gonna
it
lie.
culture? It's culture.
It ain't even culture. It's just, it's a part. Like, I've been doing it for so long. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a nigga who tell you stop smoking weed.
Right.
It don't normally last that long. You know what I'm
it
saying? You
don't, 'cause I do it
stop
every
for a
day.
minute. Like, you know,
I
you
do.
probably stop for a minute. You probably had a time you ain't smoked for 90 days or some shit.
Right.
But
you right
you know-
back at it though.
you know what I'm saying? It's some shit
Do
like
you feel
that.
like it helped the drink help you in the studio?
For sure.
For sure.
It's
Cheat
it
code.
depend. No, I ain't gonna let it depend. I done made hot shit in this bitch sober as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no weed, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes you just gotta catch that vibe when you trying to get in that other pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, you can tell. I can tell. I know what songs I made. You feel me? Sober, what songs I didn't. The flow different. The slurring my words is different. You know what I'm saying? It just, and all that shit go into it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
So you looking good. You got a couple bricks on the wrist, you know what I'm saying? Earring flooded, you know what I'm saying? But talk about that sacrifice and what was that pivotal moment when you really took this shit serious? Cause you gotta really focus on the craft.
It was like right before the pandemic. No bullshit. Like right before the pandemic, a lot of my niggas, like my close inner circle, a lot of them was in jail. Like, they was getting locked up around the time. So I really was like damn near alone, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Not for real, but
what did that do for
real,
you though,
it
mentally
just,
though?
it was like shit. I was so isolated for a second. Like, just getting to it. Like, just getting to it, getting my shit together. And it was like, I got to a point where it was like, okay, I got to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, let me focus in and see what happened. Like, let me really not play with this shit this time. Not the, I'm dropping once this year and shit. Like, let me press that. Like let me really press on. Like, press on the gas and see where it get me. And shit, that shit ain't take that long. You know what I'm saying? I start progressing fast. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you can see it though in the visuals you dropping and everything.
For sure.
Like your vision definitely getting
For
across.
sure, the sound and everything, bro. I'm talking about the pen. Like, what was that? 2020? Like, beginning of 2020 type shit. Like, that's 2 years. Like, I'm in a whole different bag than I was then. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what you
like,
think holding you back as an artist to get that deal done or to get to that place as an artist where you want to get
exposure.
exposure?
The major constant consistent exposure, like even like all right, boom, with me, like I'm looking for PR, like
Okay.
a company to pay, because that's what the labels do. They're paying somebody
Mm-hmm.
to keep they artist shit in everybody's face. That's half the battle right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit you might not like today, if you hear that motherfucker 10
Enough,
times
yeah.
in the next 2 weeks, it might get stuck in your head and you like, damn,
It will.
I ain't fuck with this at first, but this bitch is like
That's
that.
how Gucci was when I first heard them. I heard
Man,
niggas throwing
listen.
up on the truck. I kept hearing it,
You
and
like,
at the end
"Ooh,
of the
that
day, I
bitch
became a
hard
Gucci
for
fan.
real. You and
Yeah,
that
like-
bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm throwing up now.
man. Like, but like I'm saying, like, we don't have none of them headquarters and shit around here, them bases where I could go press down. Like, I'm trying to communicate with these ones through emails and shit. Like, having no bullshit. I damn near had to call in a favor to get an email returned just recently. No
Wow.
bullshit. I had to like really like be like, yo, do y'all work with these people, right? Can you tell them to check the email? Like,
Right.
I'm trying to contact them. I want to spend my money like for their services. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's a big ass roadblock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
people can't do that. So guess what? They email just in the inbox.
Mm-hmm.
You might get your shit clicked on. You might not. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it be so much, bro. It be so much that somebody from LA, somebody from New, they not even thinking about that shit because it's in their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So
it's
talk about the
nothing.
business though, as far as the streamings. What would be your advice to younger artists getting their feet wet in the game that's trying to take this shit to
Consistency.
Consistency.
Consistency probably the biggest thing. I ain't gonna lie. You could not be that hot for real, bro. And if you putting in that work, they gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna respect it. I didn't see it happen. You know what I'm saying? And it just be like, you get out of this shit what you put in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a million niggas that could hoop. They didn't go to the league though. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a nigga in New York right now at the park that'll cook all them niggas in the league. He didn't make it he ain't had a discipline. He didn't have that. He was missing that. He had the talent, but he ain't had that.
He wasn't
work
making a
ethic.
difference.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit mean a lot, bro. That mean a lot. Talent don't mean everything. You could be hot right now and then be not.
So we not halfway even through the year. So what's your plans this year, Millie, as far as like your goals and what you want to achieve? You know what I'm saying?
First quarter, like it's still first quarter,
yeah,
so
for sure.
like I'm still coming off that Head and Heels drop. So
Did you
that's
get good
still-
feedback from
hell
that though?
Yeah, hell yeah, they love Head and Heels, man. They love Head and Heels, and that's another project that's solely like one group of producers. You know what I'm saying? So the sound consistent. Like that's one big thing I've been trying to focus on is like when I'm putting out a body of work, I want the sound to be consistent. But like I've been doing a lot of real life shit too. You know what I'm saying? So
Talk to me. What else you got cooking up?
I dip and dabble with real estate and things, you know, in business,
Oh, yeah, that's
you know,
dope.
different type of business ventures and investments and things, cause it's like, you know, shit, this shit costs money. To be a rapper, this
Real
shit ain't
shit.
cheap. Being a rapper ain't cheap, and I don't have no label budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in travel, like if I gotta get if they call me and be like, bro, we gotta be in LA tomorrow. My round trip flight might be $800. I gotta book that bitch. My hotel for 4-5 days, $1,500, $2,000. Like that shit coming
Yeah,
out
that's
of
the
pocket.
shit niggas don't
Every
think
time
about.
a nigga hit the road, you spending $5,000. You know what I'm saying? Like it take a regular motherfucker all month to make $5,000. I might have to go do that 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like this. It ain't easy, man. Like I don't want nobody to think it's easy. You gotta put that work in, man. You have to put the work in. So like I'm just trying to advance in real life as well. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, if a label don't ever come snatch me up, shit, I'm trying to have that bag to where I could just bully my way in that
So
bitch. And by the time
you do want to sign though if the
I
opportunity comes
would,
your way?
if it makes sense. It just gotta make sense. I'm not against it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a contract ain't forever, and I'm not about to sign like no never ending like cement contract. I'm stuck for
Nigga
like you
got
know
me
what I'm saying.
bounded.
Like so yeah, it just gotta make sense. But hell yeah, because you know the contacts, the exposure, the rooms you get in, all that shit. Like it come with perks. You know what I'm saying? It come with bullshit too. The music industry come with bullshit, but shit. Don't jump in this shit.
Facts.
If you ain't ready for it.
Well, talk to the fans and tell them where they can find you, man. Your platforms and shit if they want to follow you and got wherever you got cooking up, man.
Man, the number 4 Midwest Millie on Instagram, Twitter. Midwest Millie on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, Google Play, Google. Just Midwest Millie, man. It's easy to find that shit, man. If you go looking for it, YouTube. Any of that, man. And if you anywhere down here in Cincinnati and things like that, man, I ain't too hard to find.
Tap in with him. He dropped the location. We pulled up.
For
you know what the
sure.
fuck going on. This Nitty. This only happens in Ohio. T Ohio Media Tour. You know the fucking vibes. And like that, we gone.